I've been writing a kid's book, a children's picture book, and today my author copies have finally came. Let's take a look at them. So excited. I did have my proof copy, but you know, it says proof all the way across it, and these are the actual copies of the book. Here we go. So I published this on KDP on Amazon. It's the back of it. And I want to tell you all about my journey for writing this kid's book. Okay guys, so my book is called Messy Room and the Lost Costume. I know it's the glare, it's come from my ring light. And I chose a glossy cover, and so it's just showing you the reflection of my light. But I want to tell you a little bit about making a book, okay? So obviously I'm a beginner. This is my first book. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I can definitely give you some advice and tell you what I went through making this kid book, okay? So writing the book was not hard. I'm used to being a reader. I read lots of different books. I had kids, so I'm always reading different children books. So I just started one day telling my kids stories in the car whenever we're going somewhere. I just started making up stories and telling it to him. And he ended up liking it and asking, can you tell me another story? Can you tell me another story? So once I just started to write a kid's book, and I made it a rhyming kid book. So I was just writing. I knew what I wanted it to be about. It had to have some superheroes in it. It doesn't have like character superheroes, but it has them with their costumes. So it just had to have some kind of superheroes because that's really what my kids are into. So I pretty much turned my two boys into a superhero. So this is pretty much my son DJ, and this is Trey, and this is just like a version of me. I really didn't give my illustrator any direction with me, but I really told him how I wanted them to look. So anyways, I just started rhyming and talking about my boys with their toys and the room being dirty pretty much, and it just went along from there. So pretty much once I had my story set how I wanted it, I liked the flow of it, everything was rhyming, I found an illustrator. And with my illustrator, I found him on Fiverr. If you do not use Fiverr, I'm going to put the link down below so that you can check it out. Fiverr has a lot of different people that you can hire to do almost anything for you. So that's where I found my illustrator. That's where I found my editor. That's where I found my book formatter. So I just used Fiverr. It was an awesome choice for me. It wasn't that cheap. I mean, they have different people on Fiverr, and the price can go from low to high. You pretty much find what you like, what you can afford. So for my illustrator, when you're on Fiverr, look through their reviews and look through their examples at the top. See if they're making any of the people that you like. It was really important to me that it was somebody who did African American, black characters that look pretty good. That can draw them kind of realistic, not any funny looking hair or anything. I just wanted them to be, you know, just good looking kids. So I pretty much found him. I was like, hey, I want to see if you can illustrate my kids book. I sent him a message. Fiverr asked that you send a message before starting a contract with anybody. So I sent him a message and was like, hey, I want the boy to look like this. I want one dark skinned boy. I want one that's sort of lighter. I want the lighter one to have the curly hair because my son Trey has the curly hair. And I was like, the darker one, DJ, he needs to have more of a flat top. And he sent me back different illustrations. I'll put one right here. And I was like, okay, cool, I can work with this. I like how they look. So from then, I sent him my script. A lot of people are nervous to send the script over, but I sent it to him and just had him kind of freestyle to look. Now, some people know exactly what they want here and there. They ask you to tell them, what would you like? What would you like to look for? Or do you want me to just go along and be creative? I told him just be creative. I did give him, I was like, hey, I need you to hide their suit somewhere in the story that'll start becoming visible as they are cleaning up their room. And that's exactly what he did. While he was making illustrations, I had an editor looking over it. She also kind of set it up by pages. It was like, okay, these should go together, this should go together, and she made sure it was all the words look right. I will say finding an editor is the hardest part, especially even on Fiverr. It's hard. If you know somebody that is really good with English, that is really good with knowing about the grammar and that thing, I would say use them if they're really good at it. Now, if you need them to fact check and all that, that's a different story. But you don't have to go with the changes that your editor made. Because I went through like 3 editors, and they were adding words I did not like, saying stuff that didn't even sound like me, or say like anything a kid would say. So I was like, no. So it did take me about 3 editors to find the right one. So anyway, she sent back the script, and it was the story was still the same way. She fixed all my grammar and everything for me. So he just started filling in the pictures for me. One thing is, you do need to find somebody that can put the words on there. Your illustrator may be able to put the words on there, may not. They may not do that. So that's something you also need to ask your illustrator. Do you do the wording layout as well? Okay. So I found my illustrator, and he did do the words. As we were finishing up the project, it took me a really long time to write this because I was just busy, you know, life. I kept putting it on the back burner, until I finally got serious and was like, okay, I need to do this. Okay. So, he did put the words, he set everything up, all of this ideals, this came from him. I pretty much just said how I wanted the character to look, when I wanted the room to be dirty, when I wanted the room to be clean. So I'm trying to show you best as I can. That's the costume starting to become visible, and they're cleaning up their room. Formatting, that was not for me. I was like, I can format this. I can do it all by myself. I don't have to pay nobody to format. Because when I was looking at them formatters, the price was going up really high, and I was like, I'm not paying that. I was trying to keep my book costs low as much as I can. But it didn't turn out that way. I could not get the formatting, and it turned out it was because of the illustrations. Because he placed them on there, I was not able to, because of the position he placed the words on the page, I was not able to format it correctly, and I didn't know what to do. So my formatter, she was amazing. She's like, send me the picture, the illustrations without words. So I had to go back to my illustrator. It's like, I am so sorry, but can you take all the words off and send me back just the pictures by himself? And let me tell you, he was amazing as well. He listened to every change I needed, didn't charge me extra. He was like, no, it's a problem. I messed up in the first place. Let me fix this for you. So he sent all my illustrations back to me with no words. I gave it to her. She then placed the words. So if your formatter can place the words or want to place the words, make sure you ask them that, because she was a lifesaver. I didn't even know that formatters could do that, would do that. So I gave her the blank picture. She put all the words back in there, made the words more visible than what they were. She put like a black outlining around the words so that you're able to see them a little bit better. And she got it. It was her turnaround was very quickly. I gave her the cover, I gave her everything she needed, and you need to have 32 pages, I believe, and that's not including a cover, I'm pretty sure. So my book was actually a little short. It didn't meet the requirements, and she added pages for me. Yes, I did have my decorative page in here. I had that in the beginning and at the end. but she added a coloring pages. So if you have a formatter and she can add extra things for you just because you need to get it in there, that would be great. She added a draw your own costume page, and with her adding those extra pages, I made the requirement for KDP because my book was a little too short. I think KDP allows you to put a few blank pages in there, so you could do that as well. You have your title page. I had my copyright in there as well, and my dedication page. All of that together, it made the requirement that I needed. I will say, I would love to give y'all a 1 month update on how my book is doing. It is on Amazon. It is on paperback. You'll get it just like this, a copy just like this. It is also on the Kindle on Amazon. I'm definitely going to give y'all a month update on my sales because I know that's really what everyone wants to know, how your sales doing. I will say this, I've been selling for about a week now, and I'm at about 15 books sold. And I pretty much promote on Instagram and Facebook. So for my Instagram, I really already had a following. As I said, I've been working on this book for a year, just on and off. And when I knew I was going to make this book and I started getting my character designs, I made a whole Instagram account. I'll put the link down below, that is promoting my book. So that link, that Instagram almost have 1,000 followers for it before I even put the book online. So I think I was at like 975 before the book even went live on Amazon. I promote on my Facebook page. I do not have a Facebook page for the book yet. I think I may create one. I don't have my own website. I may create one, but I'm just in the beginning stages. It's all been fun and really exciting so far. I do have other books written that I want to start getting out as well, but so far this is my baby, and this summer I'm going to push this book as much as I can, see if I can get it in a couple of schools. Just what can I do to push my book? So I really hope y'all check out the link. I'm gonna put it down below, get a copy, that way you can actually see how my Amazon book turned out if you are thinking about doing it or have some questions about doing your book as well. And y'all look out for my update video on how much money have I made from selling books, okay? That's one thing about Amazon on KDP. You do set the price of your books. They tell you you can't be any, but do not go below this price for certain reasons. Later on I'll probably do a video explaining a little bit more about KDP. As I said, I am just a beginner, so if you want to follow this journey with me, see how it goes, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, okay? And I'll get back with y'all in about a month on my sales. Bye guys, catch y'all next time.